If I were a fly on the wall in your house, what would I see?
You're quite an influence on the others. You are not to fraternise with any of these girls.
Who was the first person in your age group to show symptoms?
You all know something is wrong.
The Falling, it's so completely different to what we've seen you in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the appeal, to do something that's, totally different, the character and the story?
Yeah, to do things that are different, but also just to do things that really intrigue me. When picking new roles to do, it's important to not be pigeonholed, and I think with this it was wonderful to be given a really different opportunity, but also just to regardless of the character, just to be working with such amazing people and with such passionate people. That was something that I was really keen to do. The
film industry's kind of had a bit of criticism for not, being diverse and not telling stories with women characters and minority characters. How good is it to be involved in a film that does that? And I'm wondering sort of what your crew was like as well. Obviously,
I've been given these amazing opportunities so young, and to be one of my first movies and to be able to play such a strong female role that I realise doesn't come around often. And it's shocking because I've been so lucky. I'm so grateful, and because of this, I don't want to ever do it any other way. I never want to play a character I'm unhappy with. I want it to be this way forever, and I feel like this is a change for the industry, and it possibly could be this way forever. This is the start of a new generation of characters that are real people and not just the girlfriend or the housewife.
Doing TV as well. We saw photos of you, I think, were you in the TARDIS for Doctor Who?
Yeah, just the press release for me being in Doctor Who.
Yeah, how cool is that? I mean, that's kind of like crossing the geek streams because you're Game of Thrones and Doctor Who now.
Definitely, so. Yeah. People were freaking out a little bit about that. I was too. It was so weird, being on the Doctor Who set. Yeah, but I'm so glad that people are excited for it. Yeah, and I'm currently in the middle of shooting, and it's going really, really well.
Okay. Anything you can say about the character you're playing, who she is, what type of...
There's been speculation that she's a younger Clara. There's been speculation that she's an entirely new character. There's been speculation about a lot of things, and it's really interesting reading it, but I'm not saying a thing.
With Game of Thrones as well, I think the show's kind of catching up with the books now, so is that quite exciting for you, knowing that there's possibly new territory that you're going to explore?
It's exciting because no one knows what's going to happen. It's petrifying because no one knows what's going to happen, and you never know whether Arya makes it to the end of this season is another thing, whether next year I make it for very long. It's nice because it means you get to surprise the audience, and the people who've read the books, they still don't really know what's going on, but also it's very nerve-wracking.
Last summer as well, there's a bit of Comic-Con buzz that you were going to do the Last of Us movie.
Yeah.
Is that still in the works? Is there anything you can say about that?
The actual film and the making of the film and the script and everything is in very, very early days. It was announced sort of prematurely almost, in that, I would love to play Ellie, they would love me to play Ellie, but there's no film happening at this very second. So I cannot play Ellie right this very minute. But, when that comes around, if and when that comes around, I'll be here.
Have you played the game, though, just in case?
I've started playing the game, yeah, with my brothers.
It is very cinematic, isn't it? You kind of do think this would be an amazing movie if they made this.
And I'm playing with all... when boys are playing video games, you get this image of them all, shouting at each other and swearing at each other, and everyone's like, shh, shh, shh. You got to listen to this bit, it's really important. And I love that.